I woke up at 3 a.m. in a room I'd never seen before, stone walls, medieval tapestries, a window looking out over fog so thick you couldn't see your hand. My guide had told me stories about the castle all day, but nothing prepared me for what happened next. But here's the thing nobody tells you, the scariest part of haunted places isn't what you see. It's what your brain makes you see. Curiosity checkpoint number 1. What if I told you that some of the most haunted places on Earth were once quarantine stations for over 160,000 plague victims and mental asylums where illegal experiments took place? And what if the real horror isn't ghosts, it's history you can still feel in your bones? Today, I'm taking you to the world's most haunted locations. And I'm going to show you something most ghost hunters miss entirely. The psychology behind why these places terrify us is far more disturbing than any apparition ever could be. Let me start with Poveglia, known as the most haunted island in the world, sitting just off the coast of northern Italy near Venice. Its history is the stuff of nightmares. It was a former quarantine station for over 160,000 plague victims, a mental asylum where illegal experiments took place and a series of bloody battles. But here's where it gets dark. Legend says a sadistic doctor, plagued by visions of the patients he had tortured, threw himself off the bell tower. They found his body 3 days later. Some say they can still hear screams carried on the wind. The island's soil is said to be composed of 50% human ash. Think about that for a moment. You're walking on the cremated remains of 160,000 people. The island is about to undergo a significant overhaul due to its popularity and will close on November 3rd for several months before reopening in 2026, which tells you exactly how many people are drawn to this place despite the warnings. Escalation, now completely abandoned and illegal to visit. Thrill-seeking travelers have heard screams, seen human bones wash up on shore. The Italian government had to post no trespassing signs. Twice. Now let's travel to Transylvania. Not the Hollywood version, the real one. The Hoia Baciu forest is often referred to as the world's most haunted forest and Romania's Bermuda Triangle. The forest was named after a shepherd and a flock of 200 sheep that disappeared in the area. A shepherd. 200 sheep. Gone. It is believed those who enter the forest may never return back home. And this isn't folklore, there are documented missing person cases. Hikers go in with GPS. The signal dies. Some come back. Others don't. What do survivors report? People brave enough to enter have reported seeing UFOs, unexplained lights, while others have received unexplainable rashes, nausea, scratches and other physical harm. Physical harm. Not hallucinations. Not stories told by campfire. Actual cuts and burns on their skin. Here's what's fascinating. Our brains create supernatural encounters through pareidolia, pattern recognition, and environmental factors. One key factor is the fear frequency of infrasound and how it affects our perception in allegedly haunted locations. Infrasound. Frequencies below 20 Hz that your ear can't consciously hear, but your body absolutely feels. Old buildings are full of infrasound. Drafts, vibrations, settling foundations. Your brain registers it as *danger star. But that's not the full story. Because belief shapes reality in ways science is only now beginning to understand. Let me tell you about a mental hospital built in 1922, where a doctor reportedly experimented on patients with crude lobotomies. He later threw himself from the hospital tower after claiming he had been driven mad by the spirits of the island. Was he insane? Or did something in that place break him? Poveglia is widely believed to be one of the most haunted places in the world, and yet here's the thing, these experiences serve important cultural and psychological functions, helping humans process grief, preserve historical memory, and explore mortality. The haunting asterisk isn't a bug star. It's a feature of how we cope with mass trauma. Curiosity checkpoint number 2 escalation, but what if the real haunting is psychological? What if visiting these places doesn't reveal spirits, it reveals ***? When in a supposedly haunted location, people are more likely to misinterpret natural occurrences as paranormal. Pareidolia is the tendency to see faces or patterns in random stimuli, like a shadow that looks like a person. You see a dark corner. Your brain fills in the details. A face emerges. A presence. A * ghost star. The brain's limbic system, responsible for emotion and memory, plays a key role. Fear and expectation can amplify minor stimuli into profound encounters. Let me take you to the Tower of London. With a history of torture and execution going back over 900 years, the Tower of London is regarded by many as one of the most haunted places in the UK. It was originally built in 1078 by William the Conqueror. One of its most famous spirits is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII, who was beheaded in 1536. Anne's ghost is said to appear near the site of her execution, often carrying her head under her arm. Countless visitors report seeing her. Guards report seeing her. The sightings span *centuries. Are they seeing an actual ghost? Or are they seeing the collective grief of a woman executed for treason? Are they witnessing a haunting, or a * memorial *? Here's what I learned in that medieval castle at 3 a.m. The scariest thing about haunted places isn't the dead. Belief in ghosts and spirits can be traced back to ancient civilizations and is deeply rooted in cultural and religious traditions. It serves various psychological, social, and cultural functions, offering comfort and explanations for unexplained events. The haunting is *. Our grief. Our guilt. Our desperate need to believe that the people we lost are still *here *, still watching. Still present. Culturally, belief in spirits reflects communal values and ancestral reverence. In many indigenous traditions, ancestors serve as community guides, and hauntings function as moral warnings or healing ceremonies. In Western contexts, ghost stories often reflect unresolved trauma, war graves giving rise to spectral sightings, or generational storytelling reinforcing identity. I never did see a ghost in that castle. What I saw was my own fear reflected back at me in shadows and silence. And maybe that's the real revelation. The most haunted places in the world aren't haunted because of what happened there. They're haunted because of what those events * mean to us. Because history doesn't stay buried. Because we need these places to tell us that death isn't the end, that the people we've lost, the suffering we've witnessed, * matters.